So I just saw Twitter memes the movie, and it was fantastic. Chances are, if you've been on Twitter in the past week, you've seen the memes of Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson yelling at each other. Yeah, they're really funny, and I love them, but they're from an actual movie and not just from memes. So Marriage Story is written and directed by Noah Baumbach. It's about the legal proceedings about a divorce, and it follows the story of Adam Driver's character and Scarlett Johansson's character as they go through this divorce and how it affects them mentally and emotionally. And this movie is devastating. It is so good. Firstly, the acting. Adam Driver gives my favorite performance of the year. I want him to win Best Actor for this. I think he deserves it. I've been telling people for years that Adam Driver is fantastic, and people only saw him as Kylo Ren until now, and I just want to let you all know I was right. Scarlett Johansson, similarly, I've been saying for years she's fantastic, but everyone's kind of known that she's a great actress. Her chops never really show themselves off in the Marvel movies, so I suggest you watch her if you want to see how great she is as an actor. Also, Under the Skin, 2 great movies. She gives great performances in them, but here in Marriage Story is the best I've ever seen her. These 2 actors need to do something that I've always thought looked like the hardest thing to do, which was look like you're about to cry and your whole body is telling you to cry, but you're forcing it back so you don't cry. It's like you have to force holding back an emotion and act that. It seems so hard to me, and they do this a lot in the movie. And one of the things that adds to how great this is the character writing. This is the best character writing I've seen since Lady Bird. It's amazing. There's so much little intricacies in the characters, like Scarlett Johansson leaves drawers open, and that's a common occurrence in the film. And there's so many little minutiae that just make you feel like these characters are real. And a lot of it comes down to the fantastic script that these characters have to work with. The dialogue is so good. The jokes are so funny. Despite the fact that it's a devastating and tragic movie, it's one of the funniest movies I've seen all year. The wit is so fantastic, so clever, so smart, and it's all coming down to how well developed these characters are, because the jokes only work because you understand these characters and how they relate to each other. And the jokes always land. They never take away from the drama or anything. Another thing that's in this great script is the clever reincorporation. I've been saying this for a while now. Reincorporation only is clever if you can't spot it from a mile away. There's so many little lines of dialogue in this film that I never really thought of that much until later on when they get brought up in really huge ways. And I don't want to spoil any of it. Just watch the movie and you'll understand me. My favorite scene of the year, and you guys all know this is happening. If you watch movies like this, you know there's going to be an argument scene. You know it's going to happen. But most of this movie is very subtle. There's no yelling or over-the-top crying in this movie up until this one scene. And this one scene is the argument scene that you know this movie's building to. This isn't a spoiler. You've seen it in all the memes. But this scene is so well realized just because of the build up to it. And you understand both sides of the argument. You understand from Adam Driver's perspective and you understand it from Scarlett Johansson's perspective. The film never tells you to take a side. And I think that's what makes this argument scene so effective, is you get why they're both so frustrated with each other, and it just works so well. So get ready for crying because it's going to happen. Another thing I want to point out is the cinematography. The cinematography is subtle. It's not like The Lighthouse, where I said The Lighthouse is the best cinematography of the year, and I still stand by that. But the cinematography here is subtle, and it never is show-offy. It never wants to show you how great they are at moving the camera. What it's doing is being subtle to show you to only focus on the acting, right? So what I mean by this, I noticed there was this shot of Scarlett Johansson giving this long speech towards the beginning of the film, and I realized that her shirt was the same color of the wall behind her. So as it was like this eggshell white, so as the camera got closer to her, the only thing in the frame you could really focus on was her face, and I think that's really clever. That's the kind of cinematography most people aren't gonna notice, but I think it was very clever. Guys, this is one of the best movies I've seen all year. It's amazing. amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. I can't suggest it anymore, and it's on Netflix, so it's very acceptable and it's very accessible. I said acceptable. I'm just gonna stop talking now. I'm gonna give Marriage Story an A+. Gross, a YouTuber update video? So I know it's been almost 2 months since I've uploaded a video. I didn't want to go that long without uploading a video, but the semester of school has really been kicking my ass, and I couldn't justify not doing my homework and not studying for finals to make videos. I really hope you guys understand, and I appreciate you guys sticking around. But one weird thing I noticed throughout the month of November where I didn't upload a single video was my most viewed month on YouTube. So I don't really know what you guys want. It's hard for me to figure out what you want based on that. But thank you guys for sticking around. I appreciate it. I'll see you. Oh my God, Richard can't speak. Thank you guys for sticking around. I appreciate it.